All right, guys, this is Yak Attack Football. We got these Week 9 NFL predictions coming up. Guys, it's been a crazy year. You got Hail Marys, missed calls, the whole nine. My damn Giants got cheated, you know what I'm saying, in that Steelers game. We had a phantom Malik Neighbors illegal formation call. And then we had the punt return touchdown that should have been called back because they ran into our punter. But it's all good. It's all love. Might be a lost season for my guys, but really like some of our young players. So it's not all doom and gloom for the Giants. But forget the Giants right now because we're not picking them this week. I want to give you guys these picks. I crunched the numbers. Really got it last minute, though, because this was a really hard week, guys. I had to really dig deep into the numbers. And I had to go against some trends to make these predictions. So let's ride. All right, guys. The first pick we got the Chargers -1 against the Cleveland Browns. Now, the first thing that I'm scared about with the Chargers and the Browns game is that the Browns look like they got some life to them with Jameis Winston at the helm. Because that boy, he'll put the ball in play, man. He got the arm talent, got the accuracy. The problem is that, he's a bit of a gunslinger, so he'll throw some picks. And there was some dropped interceptions in that game. I know everybody was talking about that. But that's not the reason why I'm going with the Chargers. A lot of people say, there's going to be some regression with Jameis throwing some picks. I don't know about that. Because I think they might lean on Chubb a little bit more than people think, too. The reason why we're going with the Chargers, though, guys, is because cluster injuries. The theme of this week is going to be the running game and cluster injuries. The Browns lost a second starting linebacker, Owusu Karamoah, to injury. And the Chargers are pretty much one of the most run heavy teams in the league. They're 10th in the league in rush plays called and only 20th in production. So that may sound like a bad thing, but here, let me flip the argument for you. The fact that they run so much and they're not that productive shows you their desire and commitment to run the football. And against a wounded front seven like this, with Justin Herbert starting to come along in the passing game and his play action ability with his arm talent, I think the Browns defense is going to be shot. And I have another reason why I don't like the Browns defense this week. Zadarius Smith is in trade talks. Guys, he has to be looking across Lake Erie at the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions are trying to trade from him. You think he's going to go all out in this Cleveland game? Possibly get himself injured and have to stay on the damn Browns? I don't think so. I don't think Zadarius Smith is going to be playing 100%. And Denzel Ward, their star corner, is coming back. He cleared concussion protocol with a concussion. He cleared the concussion protocol, but he had his 6th concussion. He's not going to be 100% in this game, guys. So with that being said, Chargers also number 1 in the league in opponents' points per game. So I think the Browns will be a little more conservative than people think they will be in the passing game. I like the Chargers -1, even though it's an East Coast 1 o'clock game. I think Jim Harbaugh going to have these boys running hard and hitting them deep on play action. All right, guys. And the next pick, our second pick for the week, is going to be... Sorry about that, guys. All right, the second pick is going to be the Detroit Lions money line -2, however you want to slice it up, but pretty much a money line bet. Lions money line against the Green Bay Packers. This one is simple. I think the Lions have the best running back tandem in the league with Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery, and they got the best offensive line PFF ranked. Green Bay Packers is a great team, but you know where we attack them. I don't trust them on the run defense, guys, and it's a rain game in Green Bay. And even though the Lions are an indoor team, which again is going against another trend, I think the Lions are the most built road team for the outdoors because of their heavy run game and their offensive line play. Lions are also great against the run. The Packers, even though the Lions are ranked 5th, but the Packers are ranked 10th. But I'm going to show you why the Packers being 10 is fugazi. Guys, those stats are inflated because the Titans only had 16 rush yards from Tony Pollard in a blowout loss. So Will Levis was just throwing the ball. Brian Callahan doesn't know what he's doing with the Titans. He might be a one-and-done coach, guys. So those stats are kind of out the window. Then you also have the fact that the other game in which there wasn't a lot of run yards, oddly enough, was Cardinals had no proper game plan, and they trailed 2 touchdowns early in that Green Bay Cardinals game. And James Conner didn't even get the football, guys. He had 7 carries for 24 yards, and this guy could really run the football. as we've seen throughout the year. I think he's top 5 in rush yards. So I don't really know what Arizona was thinking. But when Green Bay did lose games, they had guys gash them. They had our boy Saquon run all over them in Brazil. Even in the loss, Jonathan Taylor ran over 100-something yards. Aaron Jones had 93 yards plus some receiving yards, so he went over 100. Tanks Bigsby had 4.5 yards per carry, and he ran for about 80 yards. So I don't really trust Green Bay's rush defense, guys. And last time I checked, Quay Walker was injured last week. He might be coming back, but again, I don't. Even when Quay Walker's there, they're getting ran on. Jordan Love and Josh Jacobs are playing off injuries. That's not great. I think Green Bay's a great team, but I think they're actually not catered to weather games like rain or snow, because Jordan Love, his completion percentage for an elite quarterback is lower than you would expect, but he makes up for it with his great ability to hit the ball down the field. Not going to be able to really hit the ball down the field in a rain game, guys. So with that being said, Lions also, Jared Goff, high completion percentage. Dude went 18 for 18 in the game. We like the Lions here, guys. I know no Aiden Hutchinson hurts, but I think they get it done. Money line -2 if you want to split it or whatever, however you want to do it. Lions outright win the game. That's the second pick. All right, guys, and the third and final pick, because this is a short list, guys. This is a tough week. We just want to get in, get out, cash and dash, get this money quick, fast. You heard me? So the last game, we're going to go with the Baltimore Ravens. But we're going to do it a little bit unconventional, because that 9.5 number, or 9, wherever you shop your books, that number is a little wild to me. The reason why we're going to go with the Ravens in the first half is because the Ravens are pretty much the worst team. I think second to last in second half points per game. These guys be letting guys hit them with backdoor covers or just late game surges. I don't know what that is, but, I think the Baltimore Ravens just showed us they're one of the most talented teams of football, but they take their foot off the gas. So why would I bet a full game total when these guys are putting their foot off the gas? So we're gonna go with the Ravens on the first half line. Whether you could get that at -3.5 or -4.5, I would jump on it. I think the Ravens would be up by a touchdown. Ravens would be up by a touchdown by halftime. These guys are not playing around. I think that's the play there. The Broncos are a very good defensive team, passing and running. I give them that. But I think there's going to be a lot of 3 and outs with Bo Nix, guys. Yes, the Ravens are bad on the pass, but people are really over-exaggerating this bad Ravens defense. The Ravens are number 1 in the league on the rush, bro. Bo Nix and Javonte Williams, they rely on running the football. Bo Nix gets a lot of yards running the ball, or just the threat of him scrambling left or right and then throwing it. And that's not going to work on guys like Kyle Hamilton and them boys in the front 7. So I really like the Ravens to get it done in the first half. I will throw this in here as a potential 4th pick, though. If the Ravens do not cover, or if the Ravens are trailing or tied in halftime, take the Ravens in the second half to cover the spread, because then the line is going to drop down to where it'll probably be like, instead of it being Ravens -9, it'll start being like Ravens -4, Ravens -6. So you'll get a discount on the Ravens in the second half if they are not great in the first half. But the official play would be the Ravens in the first half under 6 points. So like I said, 3.5, 4.5 range. I would take the Ravens there, depending on how you want to put the extra vig on it. I'll actually would prefer you actually be a little bit on the safer side and do the 3.5, but 4.5 doesn't hurt either. So, all right, guys, those are my 3.5. I guess you could say those are my 3.5 picks for the week. We're doing good. We're 20-13 and 1. We're gonna keep having a positive ROI, guys. Roll with me. Let's get this cash, guys. Peace.